Hey everybody, Warren here with the Conway Factor. Let's take a moment to talk about running shoes, right? It's like one of the biggest topics anybody ever talks about when it comes to running. One of the questions people often ask is, what's the best running shoe for this or that? Or in particular, what shoe do you like to use, or what's best for long runs, or if I have sore feet, what should I do this? If I get shin splints, what shoe should I buy? Well, the reason that question gets asked a lot is because there are so many damn types of shoes, right? So many shoes out there. You can get lost looking for running shoes, right? You can pick up running shoes anywhere. And the truth of the matter is that the brand of shoe doesn't make that much of a difference. It does and it doesn't. Each brand of shoe has some of their own unique things. But for the most part, what comes down to it for the best running shoe is what fits you the best. What's fitting your needs, what's fitting your foot, what's fitting your running style. A lot of people have different cadences. Some people are heel strikers, some people are toe strikers, some people hit midfoot. And all these different shoes out on the market accommodate different things. A lot of them have differences in foam. They have differences in the way that their arch supports are made, the fabric. Everything about running shoes in particular can be crazy mixed up world. And I'll tell you what, when I first got into running, man, the world of running shoes is by far one of the biggest rabbit holes you can go down. And I say one of the biggest because it is definitely not the biggest, but it is a big hole. So I'm going to talk about a few of the shoes that I have used for various things and kind of give you an idea of what's out there and what to look for when it comes down to it. I'll kind of give you a price point on some of these. It's not going to be exact because shoe prices change. I got a couple of these pairs on a sale. So I'll give you kind of an idea. So by far, the cheapest one that you're going to find is this one. This is the first running shoe I started really running in. This is the New Balance 635 V2. Now, I don't think New Balance makes this particular shoe anymore. I haven't really been able to find it. They might. You'd have to go look. I haven't found it again in another store. But with these shoes, I ran my first 13.1 miles, and I ran 20 miles on a treadmill, and I didn't have any problems with them. They are the Comfort Ride, so they've got a kind of a padded sole, but they're really thin. They're the Cush soles. Okay, they're pretty thin shoes. They're nice and lightweight. They twist real well. The fabric, super lightweight, super thin. These were fantastic when I started running, and I think I paid like 45, 50 bucks for this particular shoe. As you can see, I heel strike a bit, and they held up well. I put a couple hundred miles on these things easily, maybe, but definitely more. I probably, if I had to take a guess at how many miles I've ran in these ones, I'd say it's pretty close to 500 miles. And they look pretty good still. Now, that's not hard running. That's just, this is the start out. This is what I started with. I road ran in these. I did a little tiny bit of off-road trail kind of running, not a lot. But I was just starting out. So the New Balance, these are a fantastic running shoe, but you want to get one that fits for you. The other one, so then I moved on to to these ones was my next one. But the one that I'm going to show you, these are interesting. Okay, so Under Armour makes these. I cannot remember exactly what model these were. I got these on eBay. These were about 65, 70, I think, when I bought them. They have rubberized fabric. Okay, there's still fabric around them. This is still fabric, good cushion, but they're rubberized, and they are a trail shoe. Now you see these holes in the bottom. These are meant for running in real wet terrain, and I bought these for running a Spartan. I ran the Spartan. It was just one of the short ones. Great, they did great. They gripped everything. The tread's real nice. I've only ran in these the one race, a little bit to train before. I haven't put many miles on this particular shoe. They're kind of my Spartan shoes, and I haven't been back to one since that last one. I'm planning on it, but that's what these ones are. These are kind of the second shoe I bought, but they're not really a running shoe that I personally bought, but they are a running style. Under Armour makes a great shoe, but the fit's a bit different. They're a little tighter. So I wouldn't run any distance in these personally because your feet swell when you run long distances. I never had the problem in the New Balance, but with these ones, they're a bit tight. I like them for wet runs, running through water, things like that. These are a great Spartan shoe. That's why I bought this particular pair. So moving on to long distance running. So after I had a small hiccup with these, I had an overuse injury due to these just being a basic shoe that I bought. They weren't really fitted to me. So the best suggestion I can give you is to go get a shoe fitted for you, which is what I did when I bought my Brooks. These are the Ghost 12. They are more of a street shoe. They've got good tread, but not real deep, not real trail-like tread. You can see there's really no wear on these yet. I haven't ran a ton in these, a few hundred miles maybe. These are great. I love these. I love the feel of these shoes. The fabric's nice. They're soft. They're fairly lightweight. I actually have the Curex Run Pro insoles put in these for some arch support for my distance running. Other than that, these are a nice, comfortable shoe. Brooks makes a great shoe. Real soft on the impact. They're not bad to look at. They're nice shoes, okay? This particular shoe was about, if I'm correct, pretty close to 150 bucks. You're going to pay money when you get into some of these big shoes, and you just have to accept that. Taking care of your feet, if you're going to be doing a lot of long distance running, is important. So I didn't have a problem putting some money into some good shoes because I have some real big plans for my runs in the future. But Brooks makes a fantastic shoe. I wouldn't trade it in for anything. I love them. These are a wider model. They make nice wide models. I love these shoes. So that's all I got to say about these. They are comfortable, soft, well cushioned, balanced. You see the toe comes up a bit more than these did. See, they're a little more curved. I don't notice that as much because when your foot's in it, it just feels like a shoe on. But these definitely are a lot more comfortable for me personally to run in. The Brooks Ghost 12. And then we have the ones that I just bought. We had a lot of snow up here where I live, and I just bought these Hokas, the Hoka 1-1s. I do not remember the Torrent 2. That's what it is. These are the Torrent 2. It was between these and the Speed Goat. I liked these better a lot more because they feel like my Brooks, and I really like the feel of my Brooks. They're also lightweight. These are trail shoes. They've got great tread. I run in the snow with these, snow and ice conditions. Currently, I've done a little bit of off-road running in them, but for the most part, I got them because I wanted to be able to run outside when there's snow on the ground and not slip and fall on my ass with these. So, these are another fantastic shoe. if you've heard anything about Hoka's, you've already heard that they are comfortable. I would compare this to like running on a damn memory foam mattress. It's incredible. I have the insoles in my Brooks. I do not have the insoles in these, and I don't need them. These ones were $140. They are a really nice trail shoe. They're bright. I've heard that a few times from people, but I don't mind it. I like them. They're, like I said, they're lightweight. Between my road shoes and my trail shoes, the weight is almost identical. But what you're looking for in a running shoe is you're looking for something that feels good. And I actually had to get a half size bigger in these because they don't make a wide model. So to compensate, I went with a half size bigger as told by the guy that was helping me out at the running store. I'm glad I did. They feel great. I just ran 9 miles in these yesterday, and man, it was fantastic. I had no foot pain. I didn't have shin splints like I'd been getting in other shoes. They're great. I didn't have any slips. I ran across some snow and ice at one point, and they gripped well. So that's my kind of trail shoe. I love these. I'm absolutely happy I bought them. But did that answer your question? What's the best shoe for what I'm doing? Probably not, but it gave you an idea of what's out there. And that was the purpose of this, because I want you to understand something about running shoes. It's not about finding the perfect running shoe for everybody. It's the right shoe for you. And that's what it comes down to. And when I first started running, I didn't know that. I just thought running shoes are running shoes. You get up into some distance, and running shoes are not just running shoes. It's like everything else. It's all about feel and how comfortable it is for you. So if you want some great shoes, my suggestion to you is to go find a running store near you. I like Fleet Feet. I don't know if you have one of those near you. They're almost everywhere. If you do, go there and get fitted for shoes. That's the best opinion I can give you. And don't be afraid to spend some money on shoes. You know, people like to try to go cheap, and that's great. If you're doing a 5K, sure. You can get away with some cheaper Walmart shoes. You can get away with a cheaper pair of New Balance. If you're going to do a lot of running, I suggest investing in good shoes. It's just like everything else out there. If you're going to be using it a lot, get good ones. You know, you're not going to buy the cheapest tools on the market if you are in construction. You're going to buy what's going to work for you, what's going to last. And what's going to last is, I'm sorry, going to be some of the higher dollar stuff. So I hope I helped you out here. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot of different kind of content that I share. I'm going to start sharing some more of my running stuff and some more tips and stuff that I learn along the way. I appreciate you watching the video. If you subscribe, let me know you subscribed in the comments, and I will give my best effort to make sure I acknowledge everybody and chat. I love talking to people. So if you have more questions, feel free to comment, and I will respond. So thank you for watching, and hopefully you're back for the next video. This was a small breakdown of some running shoes. Hopefully it helps you figuring out what you're looking for and what you're going to do. And I'll be back with some other kind of running gear that I use. Get out there and enjoy the run.